Hi, my name is Tayli Filla. I am a senior here at FGCU and I'll be graduating in the spring of 2022. I am now in my second semester at FGCU, but I took this course starting in my first semester in the fall. I am a communication studies major. I transferred here from the University of South Florida where I received a business certificate. After I plan to continue school for a master's in business administration, and I'm on the FGCU softball team. From August until February, I completed an internship with Southwest Florida Children's Charities. I actually learned about this organization through Professor Mann when I met with her prior to the semester. This organization is a nonprofit dedicated to raising money to help dozens of organizations serving children in healthcare, hunger, mental health, education, and more. Each year, they host a wine and food fest, which is their annual signature fundraiser that raises funds through a live auction. During my time with this nonprofit, I served as their social media manager. During this, I created content and I used Hootsuite to post all this content on all forms of social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I used Photoshop to create this content, to create the advertisements for newspapers and magazines, to create all the posts that I was posting on social media. I also created brochures and thank you cards to be sent to the attendees and the trustees of the event. I assisted Ms. Tallman in creating a 60-page auction catalog. I made the backgrounds, the layouts, and she put in all of the informational stuff. And I designed gift boxes to be sent out to the attendees that contained the auction catalog. My supervisor was Heidi Tallman. She is the executive director of Southwest Florida Children's Charities. Her office is located in downtown Fort Myers at the Collaboratory. Although most of my work was able to be completed at home using my computer, we still met once a week at her office just in case we needed any help. We were just making sure we were all on the same page. And the event was held at FSW State College. Now I'm going to show a few of the things that I created during my time. I created a thank you card for the trustees. The next two are the brochure, and then the advertisement that was sent out before the event, including our sponsors and just entailing what was going to happen at the event. And then lastly is a screenshot of the Instagram where you can see all of the posts that I created. Throughout my life, I've never really known what I wanted to do in the future, career-wise. And so I always knew I had an interest in social media, an interest in creating content. So when I heard about this internship, I just thought it would be a great opportunity. This internship went above and beyond my expectations of what I thought it was going to be. And I learned so much about myself and about the career field that I want to go into. And now I can confidently say that I am interested in creating content for a company, for a sports team, anything along those lines, and being on social media. And so now when I'm looking for jobs, as I'm about to be graduating, I'm looking for jobs that entail the same job description as this internship did. Throughout my internship, I learned so many different things, but I think the three specific learning outcomes that were the most important were time management, interpersonal communication, and knowledge. I was able to learn this time management through creating a Google Calendar to get weeks ahead on creating content for social media posts. And this was so important because other people were relying on me during this time to get my work done so that they could get their work done. Secondly is interpersonal communication. I learned this by working alongside other interns. I was able to ask them questions and collaborate ideas, whether that was for advertisements or for social media posts. No matter what it was, they were always there to communicate with me. And emailing back and forth daily really enhanced my interpersonal communication skills and knowing when I have to be professional versus casual and who I have to be professional with and who I could be casual with. And lastly, my knowledge in many different things, technology, including Photoshop, the resolution that I needed to use for ads, the dimensions, Canva, Hootsuite, and just so many different advertisement techniques as well about the target audience and what it was that I needed to be creating in order to be successful. I know I've mentioned her already, but my supervisor was Heidi Tallman. She is the executive director of Southwest Florida Children's Charities. She has years of experience in the nonprofit and mental health industries, and she has her Bachelor of Science in General Communications from Florida State and is accredited in public relations. During this time, we were able to collaborate to create content. She taught me so much about time management and taught me how important it is to make a list. She taught me advertisement techniques and how to reach your target audience. And the most important thing she taught me was the acronym KISS, Keep It Stupid Simple. Here's a list of just a few of the contributions that I made during my internship. I would say the most important one, even though it possibly was the smallest and easiest task for me to complete, was the signage for the auction and the dinner. That was creating the table numbers, the signs for the chefs that had their names on it, their restaurants, the vintners. Just because I was able to see this when I attended the event and how much me creating something as simple as these signs, how much it meant to other people. And it tied in the whole theme. It brought everything together, and it was just awesome to see during the event. There were so many ways in which I grew and challenged myself as a professional. I definitely grew in my time management skills because I realized that other people were depending on me and depending on the work that I did. So I had to get my work done on time so others were able to get their jobs done as well. I also grew in my body language, which is the way you carry yourself. You have to know how to act in a professional environment. You're going to have bad days and you're going to have good days, but you have to make sure that your body language stays consistent. And lastly, communication. I definitely increased my communication skills and professionalism, and the way in which I communicated with others became easier as my time with the internship went on. I learned when I could be casual and when I had to be professional, whether that be text, email, or face to face. There was always communicating going on, and so it's just awesome how much I was able to learn about communication. This internship really connected to 3 courses that I took at USF: marketing and advertisement, interpersonal communication, and entrepreneurship. All of these classes, I took the skills I learned from these classes and was able to enhance them as I went on with my internship and learned so many new things. Lastly, this internship impacted me in so many different ways. For my future career, I could use this experience to be a better worker and a good candidate. I also can put it on my resume. Education, I was able to put my education to use in the real world and to better understand what I had already learned. I also learned how to retain more information being given. In the field, we learned to create new ideas and build off of each other's ideas and gain new skills and enhance other skills. And in the greater community, since this was a nonprofit, it had a great impact on the greater community. We were able to spread the word to raise money for healthcare needs. We planned this fundraiser and the live auction, and at the end of the live auction, they set a record high of $2 million.